Yes, I'm going to have a baby and for Emra Bedjam so. Emra say never your for better say I train in Combo. My statement by Kumi and Bua may but quickly be who know stories be around in Ghanaian Times, ABC News, Metro Lens, GRA chases Nana Kwame Bediako cheddar for tax evasion. Omami yema niema eya humetedodo. So it might be a good cause. It might be a good cause. Abrebe Nigeria who said cheddar a very tax. Yema niema be ye eyidodo. It's so sad. Yema niema be da hon dodo. Da hon dodo. Why? Yenka se me fight omo ebu o man se because ya. But woman never say na amana kwakwa say oyi nanim ba so obeye bibi nti. Let's find a way to bend it down. Enfa. So more statement be from Ministry of Transport issued on the 17th day of January 2024 to all press houses for immediate release. Purported increase in public transport fares. The ministry has cited publication in the media by commercial road transport operators purporting an increase in public transport fares in the country effective Wednesday, January 24, 2024. We wish to inform the general public that there has not been any negotiation with the transport operators for a review of the transport fares. We therefore urge the general public to disregard the purported increase. When it becomes necessary for such negotiations and decisions are taken, the general public will be appropriately informed, as has been done in the past. The ministry will continue to ensure fair and reasonable public transport fares, keeping in mind the needs of transport operators and the general public. Signed by Public Relations Unit. But the way a response to GPRT forecast of the Babonti say from next week Wednesday, Elko, Omo into Ashanti boom by 20%. Ministry say and yanokre. You better this uncommon. Why? Near her nipa or no to me or bit to me increasing you won't to me increasing. Desmond Graft paid to a member of parliament for Gomua East constituency. Evidence that Gilbert Nana to a former MP for Ablekuma Central. Ben for Boko there.
Namiadu now also.
Yeah, they are me say.
We are Boko there.
Boko. After Prime Minister, I think no share set.
Oh yeah, okay. Set there. But
see, you share that then yet set point.
Yes. Into my mincho and I pay.
Yes.
So
one chamia.
Me. So if I don't greet you,
may I
die. So let me greet you so I'll not die. Until me ma official pa.
I feel go to you.
I feel when me mind near Africa mai. Na the day akoma so bia Nyankopon enye mai. Epon bia ya tum de nyame NBA mai. Na nia me so nyame se o mai Bible. O mai ahoden. Onyi yare ni owo emfiri yentem. Na on share den. Na I fear on the Ashasi and the 16th of January. You know, I think it's 2024 and they make up and they 18th.
Yeah.
And they make up
but still next week that's January.
Because in the normal circumstances, there are sometimes a delay pa.
It's still now next week.
January. Now Minchia me party in penny for.
Okay.
To your mom penny na beje chile any party penny for nyina so me say me die by na watch and ye kwa parliamentary primaries for sitting members of parliament.
Okay.
So there are certain people that it is my wish and my prayer I say na me be Adom na they will go through their primaries very successfully. Okay. Reason is that about 18 of our senior most members of parliament are not going for re-election. It's the session of Madam Fo and my sweetheart Francisca Otem Mensah.
Okay.
Any Sule. these are the only two people or more only 2 terms who have decided not to contest again. But the rest, no, the 16 akano, Cheme Samboso, Jogate, Damboche, Kennedy Japan, Oreku, Benito. These are people who have been in parliament. They are 4th term, they are 5th term, they are 6th term. So they have, a friend is saying,
like institution
of parliament. House, yeah. Unfortunately, all these people have decided not to contest. And me, I say things just as it is. The reason why some of the people, I wish, say, they'll go back and they say, Parliament, on our side of the MPP, the attrition rates, no, it was so. Okay. And it's affecting us as a party and as a government going forward to break the 8 to come next year. The reason is the likes of your friend is saying Okuyata Bakwa.
Okay.
John Jinapo.
Yeah.
Your friend is saying Sam George.
Yeah.
Betty Cobson, Jocelyn Tete. These are people these are their 2nd and their 3rd term.
Yeah.
They have come back to parliament. So such a person no ever parliament to be honest and sincere with you. When it comes to debate on the floor, when it comes to the courage, cannot be compared to a first timer. Even in as man said, there are some first timers be almost more than.
Okay.
But if we have some of these coming back, they are going to face them. But if we bring a second person, and this say pillars in the name your friend is saying speaker no. So when you come back, that is why for me, to be honest and sincere, especially in Greater Accra, I am looking at the regional minister Henry Quarter going back. I am looking at Sylvester Tete going back. I mean, these are people I may feel say, you're kind of saying, when it comes to debate on the floor, for me, I think, say, going back to parliament, it will help us.
Okay.
As for Lydia Alasa, as a deputy chief whip,
yeah,
we have the likes of Ninoy, Hansen.
Okay.
I mean, that's my wish. I am not against any other person. But for me, I believe, say, BBA do in the party Lydia, when it has such people going back, I can bear me there. Okay. And then my own friend and my sweetheart, everybody knows in parliament, that's your friend is parliament wife, Mavis in Kansambo, the deputy minister for foreign affairs, your friend is, and we have the likes of Obiamwa.
Okay.
Oh, because when you look at the Eastern Bloc, no.
Yeah.
Dan, Obi, Brian Champon, but I'm also happy. Say I've seen Sete Champon.
Yeah.
Who also want to come back. Very brilliant person.
And a different constituency.
In a different constituency. But he was then the chairman for, I think the interior committee, you know. So it's honestly a very good when it comes to security aspect of it. So if we have some of these people going back, but I know say next week so ain't easy because I've been seeing some skirmishes going on in some of the regions, especially in Ashanti region. Who said there's a fire in Shiaiso.
Bantama voice.
And a Bantama.
Maybe I should hear. Are you selling your party out? And I say you swear by the sword.
Oh, Minya.
So we come with party.
I don't know who or one. It's sometimes funny like a comedy bina or a kodo, but Yabeka was some. I don't think so. A group of people. Okay. Na yimpebiri show one G1D. And I one who will prove with their innocence of what they are doing.
Okay.
And on the way. There are some few portions that we need to condemn.
Okay.
I agree to the fact. As long as I'm a Christian, even sofu no beijing on the cross or a sofu or administering destiny is quite wrong. There is no way in the Bible or be the sword beijing or best way there, the man are there. So, some one point what ba or sofu no there, the man or pedawaya. You should have given them a good counsel.
Okay.
Okay, a good counsel. by let them be faithful first to God, and then to themselves, and then to the party. Set as say, na we are bompire mom, nature kwan. But it shouldn't be there. Oh, one ding. It is so they be one swear now 1 year them. Sometimes ignorance might have lead us into certain situations like that.
But when I fetch me, we bet me ignorance. When you have a former national executive member, you know, a director of elections, a former minister, one way or the other, or a pastor of sort, because if you're free bubano, a pastoral house, every a free anchor. What did he cancel for any pay the video? A can't a shine. As one or torn the party, or no every a free anchor, and who are said a backine in. Means a bit me ignorance.
Okay, maybe my show me ignorance na me show no more. And when there soft no gen one or sham way did the midman.
Okay.
So being a Christian is an ignorant to what you are doing.
Okay.
Set my mission say. Or when I lead him, I today Marco Malam ho Marco a traditionalist wo.
Yeah.
Norichem do yebokuma akoko ye their sacrifice yekum ne wi a famojani na agwar. Such as say I don't know, he is leading me.
Okay.
And on my part is an ignorance.
Yeah.
Such my mission say but he know into ono sofuni him the Bible no kita na ye kan na no the masam na no onyim do be this word but sword Bible no baby no cross man kantam onyankopon kuto na ye nti se be gino ho na rekanda ma na me hwede nke bia Morian so ye traditionalist bia na bibi dam nore ya and I don't have any but he's a man of God.
But no kure as someone this mwana
mebado
and also the no so to
me the bottom me we ni na say set as nti minim what motivated our brothers they went that extreme ebia obi di assembly toward ebi obi di akofit toward until we feel that they want to prove to people to see that some now more can onye them.
Okay.
Now in the Bible baby the mass some no kinds there emiminwu na me firstborn minwu. Oath has been sworn everywhere. Presidents swear oath, ministers swear oath, parliamentarian ekokota was swear oath. Nti so bi kono okoswe oath de wo damadi sanya dama minwu a oye wankotin. But baby there is a 40 that we see say memfama bakan kan me firstborn no sunwu no. It's quite unprecedented. It's quite something that we should not.
Maybe a crown kure nim baby
owo ebi a wo firstborn no botuma there war oyin ebusua na wote nti se owu a hwan na obohwe na ebusua that side I against it. Ne mom so yendo emi na me ye friend saying MPP former your friends mreshe bedwenyi se me kwatai aspirant bi echi na otu obi a minwu a oye nankotin or kanasam set ma meche na se inu mfa ne bambam. Now in the Bible yimpa oka damasam ne bi eye Joshua bra odwiri Jericho walls no gui no na oka de ohini bi obesore there obechichir build the walls of Jericho no may his firstborn die. Oriensuna obe commissioner, may his lastborn die. It has never happened anywhere in the Bible. Though be there, obi the maji and the firstborn. So the question is, that pastor, we must question him.
Okay. What
kind of pastor is it? If you know what is right, then you should have told our people that this is the right. Let me cancel you and pray for you. Namunfa jidin konkoye. Set my meche na say. Minua, asami Osi 4 years ago.
Yeah, almost 4 years ago.
4 years ago, ye be minim the actual month, date and then. So ye were 2024, ye 4 years ago because it happened 22. Why now are we discussing it? It was monitored by DGN Online, if I'm correct with the name. Okay. Now, mu monitor na chede 2020 na some no mu report no. We could have even talked about that then. And Kebe serve a good deterrent to the people. Or 2021, 2022. At the one 2024, we have entered into a new election. Then you are bringing this out. What is your mind? What is your take? What do you want Ghanaians to see? Is it the good advice that we can learn? That didn't chemuno yen konko famra nan kwaye today binumu wo ha war plan evil against political party or something of that sort. We could have dealt with it long ago. Da magana fo afutu ayediba mom yeda mom and then afina jabo to there yen discuss. Set mama chana say ni fabi no nso no oye but ni fabi no nso no won side no onye good. Ne mom mama srain there yen na ye dogana. E kan asem bi there say nyame ya Adom na President John Dramani Mahaba mba no nya kwanya nke the same oath no onfen swear say me di Ghana ska me yedama me nwu. It's not in our constitution. The swearing in there now what be swearing in no will be done by the Chief Justice. Ado de be your Bible ana Quran no we are we so Ghana sword no na wa swear. And someone Chief Justice Baba Bekano
okay but when him say Jama Mamaka, you bet me a modify. Say, yeah, idea. Who's the constitution? Yeah, idea.
So, write an article, let it go to the public domain.
I think, say, so
yes.
So, we share the scripted oath now. You take it, say, a president, say, a MP, say, a minister, say, other appointees. Who thinks it's our oath way, a move to change, near kind.
Of course.
It is our oath way now, if it's a free and cramo, a take here. Ubia take here. It be obey more careful than. Near ye can free constitution. It may be say a person manage to me 2 point ya. Go near every me maybe. And also man cophobia to me and sell out the party if say no more. Sir Adrian Pona.
Yes, so, me you ya Adrian, but and ye and no best son and the man. No more best son near man there. Baby I doing corruption has become rampant in our country. Na say obi ya dia on fata. We have a government like a Kufuor Bawumia government. Okay. A lot of corruption has gone on.
Maybe say you take it sir oath to catch over from that.
One through that oath one through
na ba akoko no come yansako.
Osofo no oreka no.
Okay.
Onya hodin a odibokumo. O say me ye damaji na manye yiya. Okay? May I die. Then the final no say may God help me. It is God who take a decision for somebody to die. Unless otherwise say, oh no, we are. Na better than with the nyimpa what on the party.
Bible so aka say, me de papa ne bone ahye mo tekrema so. Ne mo beka no ebeye honum. Eti ne odo wo tekrema eka.
Yes. Ye can bone die doesn't happen. Ye can papa die doesn't happen because of our nature. The will of God it's unto us now.
Maybe be a fire dream call ya brabo so you.
No, the will of God, what I'm saying is that the will of God is unto us now.
Yeah.
A kitayen. And yet no kit yankupo kitaye pen or more pen or dear. Ye pe kitayen. It is certain things we say. God set adamant and he is watching. Or tell no shayin. In some yeka. In some ye. Or say, ordini na baba atembum. Atembum ninti on yankupon wa reserve. People go to so many places, deeper places than that. What can some, what shabo, what ye way, they don't fulfill.
Okay.
But nothing happens to them.
Maybe be out for one course.
But you know, my end today, I politics.
Okay.
After election, intina abeye, obiare kanwasam.
Okay.
I take the fact, say, if you want more year, and you're correct.
Okay.
Someone would you on the wall so oh to those, some me the moonwa, or your one a pedewu. Nemum there, edu abakanye bem no. Na so for nobody na wunya to that extent I pay what do abakanye bem. On no best election. At the end of the day, election 2020, ye win.
I would say me so for the end there. Me blame be brave crazy because a branch ba could be a bar I think after every free account. On kwado can say enye na bakanyo. Say enye sika ko obeje. So I be see the truth.
Yes.
So was any other thing that will influence him. Who's a one by na every free account na for
be follow my software no. Yes.
One was say or any other thing. You bet me influence na man sell it out NDC a. Ongu na bakanyo.
Yes, it say oh tina yes when.
Yeah.
Yes where there or abeji bibi but compromise.
Yeah.
Bowu wa abakan bowu.
Yeah.
Into obiare Kennedy.
Yeah.
No no do hono opede nyimpa na wo hu adansi true into American mpo no or the bibeden beka hu na mo wa je won ehun de ono ote hon hwe ni mu
ba na watin say otwe ye here otwe
yentum minuani ebotum de aba constitution yentum fa ma constitution
ye me kan ye here
yentum fa ma constitution na me cho de tro article na publish de pe ma ye nuanum oath na wo share you believe say you think come na federal parliament federal speaker ni yembobo hu ni think come yen fani na mpo ayem fa portion so that say but as a nation no let us not allow politics ebe driving into certain places yebe yendama yankasa obetian
but me that say be ba won be na
baba finally yes me better why campaign bebre na why your campaign mo no or support o mana
you can say
or support we win na na be your campaign jam mo mana and ko na ko your campaign na for board na better na your campaign ni na board the menu anu jam no wa won so wa say bia no otibi ba no ba otimi lanya o mana no mo ntimi alanya o
eji ba fa question we to wonum say the credit asan we
dey to
e baba me di won komo
you
amen
you see
ati sa otwe die se o cassette yere se bia o mpe Ghana yi o se Ghana nya sa otwe pa na etwe to o be ya ka otimi fa ma be se first three
man so 3 pen am wo you see let me my main start with the question obisa on about this one say trust
yes
e wo NDC mwana yeah my main can say there's no trust in NDC.
Okay.
And mami mao and nyama mienu we kan wa na be miensa.
Okay.
Unim say NDC ekoye meeting. Ofosan Pofo, former chairman. Yeah. Ekika nsembia including say they will make governance uncomfortable for the MPP. Including say your judges, your attack judges, anyway, or court to say.
Yeah.
That meeting was an instance of the national chairman then any call for any peer bonding. So there's no trust NDC.
Based on that.
Okay. 2, Ubekai current national chairman.
Okay. Johnson
Ketia. Ebeka say NDC Emma omu date MPP emma no ene di information e den eko intima NDC oba bia e den enware MPP bema so that means trust then any ho.
Okay.
Then the third one is Nehuno. So it tells you the party itself from the national level no to the regional and the constituency level no the trust no of selling the party no it's so simple anymore.
Okay.
Because they believe say it's their own people, and which is a fact. The same applies to the MPP. It's our own people who always go and give information.
Okay.
So based on what has happened, and I'm surprised Boyeka said 4 years ago. Look, I am calling on the wife of Vice-Free Yanka. I'm calling on the wife of Agbesi Nuchu. I'm calling on the wife of your friend is saying Amate, and I'm calling on the husband of the woman who said no smarts and the other people to divorce them.
Hey.
Oh, they should divorce them.
As a man,
I'm calling on their wives and their husbands. If indeed, Omuye Nyamisu for this divorce. Oh yes,
this is serious.
I am calling on Efie Elvis, the wife. I'm begging her this morning. He should file a divorce against Vice-Free Yanka. I'm calling on Amate. Oh wife, me qualify. Divorceable. You don't deserve to be an husband to the woman. I'm telling you. In fact, when I saw the video, maybe some who said, "At the end of year, pray as politician." What I thought we want, power. So because you want power, who do you buy? When people are going about paying dollars, going on hospitals begging, because of PBKK. Why be? And because of power and tea, because of 2 million baby, because of Kube $200, You are sacrificing your children for power. Me do nyame na ka we won e be nwa bank ba ko sane nyama nyina efi fie. The mother ni ma metimi mechi ya o. Ni ma metimi dan echi e wo mata eko. Elvis. Ni ma metimi dan echi e wo mata eko. Of course, St. Andrew's Anglican Church. I'm calling on their wives to divorce them. Now some wives who want divorce someone, I say almost a problem. Because, you see, our own health, because of power would paint, now ye flag, MPP, NDC flag. Now you in pub one, now I beg Jinaso. Ni a mouth sword. Ni a catch will say, so uton will party ya. Wuni pana ojina onu. Na se uwa. Na wa bakan. Ah God. Wa bakan so eden enwu. Esan to me tea. Because of power and tea. Are they telling these people sold this party in 2020? Is that what they are telling us? Omo Pache say, Elvis, who is so close to John Mahama, Baby Mahama be da ho da. Baby Mahama be nam ho da obendam. Are you telling me say Elvis at ton party no? Are you telling me say Amate as a former director of elections at ton party no? Would that also confirm the allegation that people put against him say he was taking money from some parliamentary aspirants into na omulusu power no?
Maybe I think say no honorable Desmond can say because of that allegations were you a more hanwa emfa it may be pursue ye bibi many party as you say
share in politics
near make no say it here
in politics I would never and ever trade my family with politics. I will never. Because you see, say kuntum eden a konichi.
Yeah.
We'll finish with this politics and we'll go back to our family. So inti assuming say all these people who come fast so do you call swear na omo maba kumba.
O ma shebusu na say.
Look, share ubekom. Maybe they might be guilty of what they almost swear.
We are sure say Mitchell so but unfortunate news here by say former Interior Minister Honorable Mark Wayongo Atoni Benkum so.
Wow. Too sad. Too bad.
Enti more Monshadan Kaino no. The picture na dia to TV ni so a wo hwe no. Honorable Mark Wayongo, former Interior Minister, former MP for Navrongo Central, yeah. Ato ne benkum so. Nyame fa de kra ensie. Yamabusuya nyina yakọ. Yamabusuya.
I think so recently with Smith, former defense minister.
Yeah, former defense minister, and so Ekoy.
Yeah. And I think about a week or before, I think before Christmas, so with Francis Osafo Mensah, former Eastern Regional Minister. Yeah. Also,
that's the news there for you. And Openia Abebum and former Interior Minister, former Navrongo Central MP of the National Democratic Congress, Mark Wayongo. Ephraim. Eben, my son is only 1 minute every night.
Inti se evise free anchor any amate agbesi kwa pona no hu emi hu
ade
na ni hu because agbesi kwa for some time now come because party no we jai
this
because who hu no
e be say twa to so nti na ma ono so atwa no gakra no
inti we na be zoro too
maybe
no you see if people lose trust in you in politics no matter what it is getting it back it be difficult. Obi ti say evise free anchor. Me ngini di baby obama no bia me ngini di wo mu.
Oh what?
Because of the Brazil issue.
Na only every so issue ana.
Me every issue. Oh me every issue. It's a very fine gentleman me penasem. But on no dia me hu ye no. O ma sa odo a woman no. Oh, after now you see Brazil issue ni dey on me compare. Na like
kube $200 na won't ase na say
tio
one kube o Brazil da
Mako Brazil da.
Dem wenye wako Brazil da won't kube o.
Man to kube o Brazil. They won't need man to kube o Brazil no.
Na boarding.
Because na me share Elvis Bryce na me to me talk.
Maybe be at time.
Na ukoto kube.
Yeah.
Nya kube no nya okwakoto ni price nku.
Yeah.
Dia okoto kube no won nsem no so no price nku.
Okay.
And the obebo kube no so price nku.
Okay nyina bo $200.
Aba.
Nya me nshira. E bra so say be kwa formula. Boys be this guy.
Boy you no monja o.
Na ni ready on is.
It's game back up next. Yeah draw. Yeah ever there.
Nipa 9 months.
Asema
Yaba winyina akwa ba bi emfa emra pese so Badwam wo Adom ti make us nyame Adom a on the 25th of January 2024 that yawada that's next week Thursday say ya and the grand finale of Ghana Science and Tech Explorer Prize challenge media no ever so the battles between Ashanti Eastern and the Greater Accra regions Accra International Conference Center 3 p.m. and a grand finale the best so now him they are also going to do a project exhibition on 24th, that's Wednesday, and 25th January, that's Thursday, you know. Sabra Maye and you maybe to challenges be a go through us. My comment me first one. ABC are no a quantity. Can I say you may add one next week Thursday in Yenshia? Accra International Conference Center. And we are no me one above my media ever so ABA Fidelity Bank Cowbell Cowrie. Special Eyes Goy and of a Joy Prime. I make us a Kingdom Home Estate, maybe price will be a 20 and no. I won't want to fear or assume you can see a pie as a wood day at you. Only a how beer. Obi a to fear beer our Kingdom Home Estate be a catch or say. So one call man and hand hopper. Atmosphere no air serene. I catch some queen in answer ye at some. A suonum about 24/7 can ya edge so. As a doom so of course, again as a we cry and form. Kingdom Home Estate. Commercial company be at them. Say a 3-4 bedroom house na opa. O say can be o abroach there. Me see January first come anu be set to mami. Wa hwa na finance ase. For Kingdom for the CA on 0536 149 961. 0536 149 961 and on 0303 939 987. 0303 939 987. Na jinchire mu bia betimi atwa between 50 to 70% yaka ni spread the area ma Kingdom or see no challenge ye atwa sam ye say fita dia na ye culture ko 2% di atwa kel 362% ma ye sen ayedin ayi or how ne konia ba bia wo ye sim ye afri honom keke ne so ye kwada na de nti pen for the kel 360 culture ko atwa no ne kwada so the keke atwa mo sie smaka bia be ko bia sabe ka bi atop pen do matu aton isa ma for top pa to be na tongue ukotu na de kakra bi atosto na so nya kakra e de aton sa frame 0593 809227 0593 809227 and 0246 865 798 0246 865 798 ora be minim so kakra bi abeso so na yenko transport fare increment ne so
yeah kakra mpede me
o be shem kra so munya o mo yire no
kakra mpede me kan da minua na asem o kede wo ye no munja o mo ne de ya asema ne mu yedur because oba them decisions like this are or ye bibi ayebutuma kan de ankorankor adwen
okay
such as no mo bia hu no ebia ye kase mpo no nda ne ye hu da me video yi but bo hu na ebia wa woye da madina no we di kan apa woye no mo chew dada
how do we
sadi hu mra misusu de ebia onya mpoi set as se boni bi wo ha idia wa hwa hu de no or dem confess before it became public domain I ti do bi ehye baby na wa kofa all don repa wa kofa gere bi no anyam na nyinse ne repoi ono aba me ma yebon dam na esi me pa cho fetchem inti ansa no obi baba be kan no na ne yire na o da chendada I believe that thing had gone on na menua yikan ni fa baby ni be ya adwen ekosue o to de wu na wo bansu wu na nyim trobra nyim botum But I am not trying to advocate said that should be. Okay. 4 years ago. Why a bonnet on French? You know, the Madino, Mompa Moyenomucho, no more mayor candy, and come a pedal call to Nana can eat Jan there, or Bay and Danado any day, take a cram there. So for now, obey the margin, so he need to be disciplined. I don't think he's a good pastor. He is not. He is not a good pastor. He doesn't read the Bible. If he read the Bible, he wouldn't do this nonsense. Yes, a individual promise. Individual promise.
Okay.
Obimbe jina ho. Yafta no kan bi. O say Badwam na me koba.
Yeah.
Masamini meye.
Yeah.
Abraham nyameka chende for oba boa for us Martin meye. It was individual. Okay. Ntinka allow nyimpa ne de he what's the dam na mo aye obia ye pede wa swear na ka sama pede obiti na free young cry for sword and say me say me compromise me yadam emi minwu. He was the one saying it.
Okay.
You don't coach him to say in any way wait ben or what some na rekan do obey no kwara na do nya no kwara wait na wom na mo manyimpa na nkasa all ka obia nche no mo ka no it carry weight as compared to my after kind my Abraham ye my one wokika wo ye ni na this is not into so for me I see him to be a fake pastor
and a
fake pastor he don't know what he's doing.
Jephthah and Abraham is a covenant with God. Jephthah sinyankopon otumi ye we mamia me koba ne be sia me kan no e na me de be boafo ama. Abraham offering his son Isaac was a covenant between ononi nyame that for so many years I wanna ye kan wan sem na obi ye no ye say on fine we no when a political one but this is a blessing one that they are seeking God. Osinyame uye we mamia na Abraham wa bre ansa na onyaba. So God want to test him say I am passe o dominya me no ana say abana we de me di ama wo no enyina ye konya me nim ye di bibi konya nkopon ni. Let me tell you something. In 2012 when you come to my church now it is there Matayko Presby me call election me kanya nkopon say 2012 no matter how the outcome is say me din kuniom me din kukuo I want to build an altar a puppet for you. I didn't win in 2012 but I did it for God because that's one thing
it was a promise.
Anything it's a covenant between you and your God. Anytime I'm going for an election I always put something before God. Say God, no matter what the outcome may be I want to do this for you and I'll do it. But this one Kwesi share Sankanyame my opportunity as a mema. Na unyima. You see what women go through. More especially omo amukoye CS. After more, she obi to me kwa woso. Wansam babyum. It tells you what women go through. So it is not easy. Say, look, nya ekosuwo ho. Elvis Amate Agbesi any omba no mo nkan no. Look what omoma ebe go through in their various schools in the community you'll be surprised. Omo first borns no. Uchompe way o papa the why sacrifice that. O papa the why sacrifice that. O papa the why sacrifice that. Look and then I can tell you video yakwa bontin omoma no enyinyiye na ebia omo playing mate obia ne omo ndi agobiom
because you sacrifice
nti obia odi ne ko ka ne pe no wu a ese o na wakuno nti obia hu na bi wa yakunu dada mi wo papa kasa kunu dada o na obi di hu kawa I say hey na ku mi ba no you have sacrificed them and if omo bakan no omo so aware no omo ma ni risi hey
what cover
me ye dani o se be ground me pese obe di dia o papa be kasa ku wo kun dada So they have already killed their family already.
At some hurricane, no. This is a piano making. But all the baby and one man deny it.
But so just imagine, say, Elvis, the firstborn.
Yeah.
Oyoba, the baby Jano.
Because you couldn't do that.
You couldn't do that. Oh, but it was, hey, you have been sacrificed. Go away. What's saying, Polano? What's saying?
Mammy for Mammy, they am called the next one.
You be crying. You made me the transfer fare, and I can mamma. In about 3-4 minutes.
Transport fare?
Yes.
But
since the transfer, I could say, GPR2 for Kratom, the above until say, only from next week, Wednesday. Almost to 2% by 20%.
You don't want us to discuss what attaching say.
Yeah.
Say, they should allow Baumia to Obababe. You don't want us to talk about that.
But I think say, so
let's discuss about that. We have a whole vice president sitting lying to the nation.
That what?
Transport fare no ABE can be free from next week.
Ebeyi's careful bottom na one no madam administration ba. We have a vice president already man that is bringing this. And then attaching who say the vice president ye man kwan no nkona can operate na here. At parliament their own people when you demonstration there can operate and see from attaching ogina floor assembly no kan. It's today that you have seen.
Fasa ho de ni ba ebisevia ankra. Fasa ho ni ba Fabra is a Viagra.
And then attaching who said a canoforata on resign for his own goods. When they made your friend saying protest against him at Parliament, attaching original floor assembly American. And then actually I resign until Kano say Oforata resign is for his own goods. Na Baumia or Babua because this is the first time I yebenya president or in charge of economy. Hey, Assembly na attach American. Anyway, am I can want some to would the infancy and so I can no, I can want some because fire na meje bahono no say may can want some we have a vice president who have lied to the nation, continuously lying. How many economic forum na vice president on your on economy one some say is in a right direction.
It are trying to be a day.
Amayan kan wasam mama fensia mempere makwachi be ese obotuma swear mombre out non swear obotuma swear this is so not bibia yen swear into on swear out today next time topics not the baba no ye ba ye be kani na wasam moment this is the oath swear say oath to be a oath anambwa this also gold pen it swear
okay
next time topic to be at the baby ye be wasam Miriam, quick one on the transport issue.
Yeah.
You see, on my never be a coda or happy. Pa ye. If you're foreign some baby on a nam or cosol na before Nancy Ame who that before Nancy Ame who that Sam and Mudo Nade. Now, in as much as say foreign some no cosono. I did be so no bocosol.
Yeah.
Equal aboso kind spare passer every day. Yeah. There is a new increment.
Sure.
Me too much that the transporters no one young crop for yes too much a woman. That I say BBC na transporter what to do kakrebi pe na ye because it affects everything back to even moko ayeton market. Yeah. It affected. Now I think say my acher na say what they are going to increase it by 30%.
According to
GPR2, in interview, so I meet you and the pen was 20%.
Yeah, GPR2 is 20%.
Yes, this is what they were saying. Enti, minim may be come bebre. Yes, on.
Okay.
Omani muayedin. One share. Say 20% in crowd will reduce no between my baby 10%.
Okay.
It will be okay for Ghanaian because you nim manamana boro cost spare parts na dia what on petrol na di na but yes, on. The one share na when you will be bikakra.
Even for shement me am wanka.
But mami for we ama menchie obia me buy menchie me start straight nti mami for menchie ana me benwe na
2 seconds
2 seconds busuafo mechia gomoa east constituency executive a wohwe me na gomo yi simma ina me chia me brother na no bokumata
okay nyankopon ya wohwe me na say de hye fache me fache me enu anu
so mana so enti
ono ne de waswe yes one swear gina swear obi ahwehwe oje
we dey 1 minute perfect
see I think say the Ministry of Transport I issue communicate in respect say enyenokre because say transport fare beba so a transport unions no and a ministry no and a to me then and they look at two things somebody here in prices of your friend is saying fuel and spare parts so if all these things are and to me and cost what is resulting into your friend is saying increasing of fare so I think say that's the right thing I'm ministry now here.
The question is, Yankopon, you are watching a better idea. Shabajafo, better master. Akra.